Hi there guys. Well, it's the beginning of a new year. Happy New Year to everybody. And whether you are running a business or you take landscape photography images just for fun, you're probably trying to think about where you want to take your photography over the next year. One way to do that is to set goals for your photography. And in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things you should consider when creating effective goals for your landscape photography or anything else you want to improve on. If you're new to my channel and you like landscape photography, please check out some of my other videos where I share my landscape adventures, and subscribe if you haven't already. I haven't mentioned this before, but those of you who have watched my videos may have picked up that I'm in fact a teacher. I have been in and around education for the last 20 years, teaching students from pre-primary, primary age, right up into secondary, and also adult education. As a teacher, I've used goal setting with my students as an effective way for them to identify areas in which they want to improve in. So, just like anything else, setting goals throughout your photography journey is a great way of improving your landscape photography. Goals are great because they help you focus on a particular area in which you want to improve in. They're also really helpful in monitoring any progress you make in that area. Goals also provide encouragement for you to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Goals can set up milestones that you focus in on and keep you motivated. And there's no better feeling than achieving something that you've worked towards over a series of months. Most importantly, goals are going to help you identify how you're going to take what you're doing, in this case, landscape photography, to the next level. So the goals that you decide to choose in any particular year could relate to any part of your photography that you want to improve on. It could relate to a particular location. Maybe it's somewhere close to home or overseas, just a location that you've always wanted to shoot at. Maybe it's a location that you wanted to shoot at a particular time of day or a particular time of year. Maybe it's a shot that you've got in mind that is going to take certain conditions that you need to be keeping track of. That's a really great goal to have. Perhaps your goal relates to the style of images that you're capturing. Maybe you want to capture more black and whites, or when given the opportunity, find that more minimal image in the landscape. Maybe the camera settings is the aspect of your landscape photography that you want to improve on. Maybe you don't want to shoot in automatic mode and you want to try out aperture priority, or maybe even full manual mode. Or you want to try out a new accessory like filters and shoot more long exposures, or even try a different technique like focus stacking or exposure bracketing. Perhaps your goal is related to an input into your landscape photography like an online course or a photography workshop you've had your eye on this year. Or perhaps it's related to an output to your landscape photography, like setting up an online gallery on your website for your images or entering a local photography competition. So these are just some examples of goals that you could choose for yourself. But I imagine many of you have started to think about the sort of goals that you want to achieve in 2019 already. If you have, I'd love for you to share those goals in the comments below. Not only is it a great way of starting to commit to those goals, but it's also a great way for others to read through the comments and get ideas for goals that they could choose for themselves. We have such an amazing community here on this channel, and I know you love helping each other out. So go ahead and share 1 or 2 of the goals that you want to achieve this year in the comments below. Selecting goals is a personal thing, and it often reflects where you are on your own personal journey with your landscape photography. But I want to share with you 5 things that you should consider to make sure that you select effective goals this year. The first tip is for those people who are doing this for the first time. Maybe they've just started out in landscape photography, and that is to pick something simple. If you pick something a little bit too hard, it might become overwhelming and you might give up. By picking something nice and simple, and even easy in fact, and you achieve it in a matter of months, that's fine. You can tick that off and you can start planning your next goal. That rolls nicely into the second thing, which is pick a few, but don't pick too many goals. Again, this comes down to not becoming overwhelmed. You might find that in the first couple of months you achieve a lot of your goals. Again, you can start setting new goals for the remainder of the year. but don't feel as if you've got to fill your entire year up at the beginning of the year. The third thing is to make sure that your goal is achievable. It's great to be ambitious, but if it's too difficult, then you could find yourself giving up throughout the year, and we don't want that. If a goal is quite big and complex, try breaking it down into smaller goals that can be achieved throughout the year. The fourth thing is to make sure that your goal is measurable. The reason why this is so important is that it's far easier to measure your progress and far easier to work out whether you've achieved it or not. A goal like, I want to improve my seascape images, is a little bit difficult to work out whether you've achieved. It's too subjective. A goal like, I want to shoot more seascape images, is a little bit better, but it's still not easy to measure. You want to be really explicit. So something like, I want to shoot 12 seascape images this year, an average of once a month. That's measurable, and you'll be able to work out whether you've achieved it at the end of the year. The fifth thing is to choose a goal that you're in control of. The more in control you are of the goal, the more likely you are going to reach a positive outcome. Remember, these goals should be about you and your landscape photography. So instead of a goal like, I want to win my local camera club photography competition, where you're not entirely in control of who wins or not, choose a goal like, I want to enter at least 5 local landscape competitions, where that's both achievable, measurable, plus you're in control. Setting goals is the first step. Trying to work out how you're going to achieve those goals is the next important step, and I'm going to cover that in the next video. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and make sure you've hit the bell icon so you're notified when I upload that video. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with your friends. But until next time, happy goal setting. Thanks very much for watching.